Hello and welcome. I'm Corey Kell, creator of FlatEarthIntel.com, and today I'm going to talk about Operation Resolute Time a little bit. If you don't know, FlatEarthIntel.com is an educational information website on learning how to use the sun, geometry, and military science. I created it right around March 2021. It details basically a 9-step geometric validation process testing Earth's true surface shape using what's called the 45-degree sector test, or performing the 45-degree sector test. I developed it from the field of military science. Basically teaches you to know how to limit of both the flat Earth and the globe model, and how to test them, performing this test. Operation Resolute Time I conducted was a non-military action. I conducted it in Kabul, Afghanistan, and from 7 February 2020 to 8 August 2020 was over basically a 6-month period of time. I conducted a total of 87 tests testing Earth shape, and then applying the sun height methodology 45-degree sector test against both the globe model and the flat Earth model. Found that the globe model failed 50 of those 87 tests for a 57% failure rate, where the flat Earth model passed all testing at 100%, which is really interesting because the globe model had a major at high altitude. Test was done at high altitude over 5,000 feet, which should have gave the globe model an advantage in helping it pass the test, but it didn't. It did just the opposite. And I developed two methods of timing, which are called time set and sun plot method. Time set is basically 3 hours prior to and 3 hours after solar noon time, set at your location. And what's in place is called a sun survey point at solar noon, which is basically setting the geometric edge, or creating a starting point from where you're going to test the Earth's shape. And then sunplot methodology is basically determining an azimuth from that position, your position where you're going to test the Earth's shape, to the sun's location 45 degrees away from your location, using latitude and longitude at a directional azimuth of the sun's location in the tropics. Best time to do that is during the summer sun season up in the northern hemisphere. So those are the two methods of timing. Why I gave the name Operation Resolute Time. Operation because it was some of the most extensive testing over a 6-month period on the shape of the Earth. Again, 6 months, 7 February to 8 August 2020. Resolute because accountability within the process and application designed from the field of military science, real world, are definitive. Paramount because lives depend on its validity, its accuracy, and its safety. Again, real-world applications, not theory. Time will give us the ultimate answer to the shape of the Earth through both sets of time set, and sun plot methodology using the sun. So very correct name process developed all through that entirety. Why it was given Operation Resolute Time. Performing still, these are some photographs from Operation Resolute Time 2 July. Where it was at 09. This was an easterly reading. STO is a solo timed observation. Basically, you got a reading of 50.1 degrees at elevation over 5,000 feet. And again, this was done in a war zone, and during the war in Afghanistan. This was Kabul, Afghanistan, Camp Scorpion. Basically, all you're doing is measuring a vertical angle. That photograph to the left is what's called an orienting station. That's the setup. That's a digital or a angle finder protractor. And basically, all you're doing is measuring the height to the sun, and that sun's position will tell you basically whether you're measuring from a flat surface or a curved surface. And it's just that simple. And nothing really difficult about the entire process. So whether you're trying to learn or how to do the actual test or learn the process, again, there's a lot of pictures and diagrams on how to do each step. I've written a book on it as well. There are over 120, I think, images and diagrams within the book. So again, it's a step-by-step process, very easy to do. I had a 5-hour conversation with a professor of science who admitted to me, he said, hey, Corey, what you developed is a very accurate process. Again, because it's based on the field of real-world application in military science. The sun didn't really bring me into flat Earth. The sun validated flat Earth for me. So again, it's how we can validate the shape of the Earth through the very simple step-by-step process. And again, Operation Resolute Time, one of the most extensive tests in recorded history, done in a war zone, probably the first time that's ever been done. All part of the 9-step geometric validation process. And again, it's a step-by-step method of learning. I've developed it that way because I've had to teach individuals who had to fight and train in war and who couldn't read or write. So again, diagrams, lots of pictures, the step-by-step methodology is really the best way to learn. It's an inexpensive test. If you want to acquire the items required to do it, there are photographs for each item. Easy to do test. Very technical, yet very accurate and very simplistic. So it's the best of both worlds, and there's an order and sequence of process like everything in life, step 1 through step 9. Again, step-by-step methodology. All developed from a layered process of applications within the field of military science. Ultimately gets us to the truth, learning the higher knowledge. It's not taught in traditional education. Really simple math process. Addition and subtraction is really the only math that you really need to understand how to do. And again, teaches you how to do the setup, the test equipment, all developed from military science through celestial survey operations, gunnery, geometry, safety and calculations, live fire, weapons ranges, and surface danger zones. Again, a very comprehensive and in-depth field. But again, all real-world application, no theory in any of it. You can understand and learn how to do this. I've developed written a book called The Sun and Earth Modern User Reference Guide. It's available at Zilbrus.com or Amazon. Walmart carries it as well as Everland Media. It's a very comprehensive breakdown look at how to determine the Earth's true surface shape using the sun. There's test results from Operation Resolute Time and Operation North American Sun in it, 133 tests total, as well as a 16 training task outline within the book. So if you've never learned how to use a compass, it teaches you how to do that. Also set up a sun survey point, which is really setting the geometric edge or setting in a starting point where you're going to start to take measurements or heights to the sun. Again, a really comprehensive step-by-step in-depth look written by myself, available at those outlets. I'm Corey Kell, creator of Flat Earth Intel.com. For more information, you can find it at that website. Thanks again for watching.